Hey guys, Arun Jacob, your friendly and frank licensed New Zealand immigration advisor and education advisor who loves to help young people to move to New Zealand and create a migration pathway through education. If I look a little tired, I am because I went for a pretty much a full on conference in Auckland today. I live in the city of Hamilton, and I went to Auckland today for NZAMI conference. And it was a very, very important discussion today because it pertained to international students coming into New Zealand. And there has been a lot of discussion around international students coming to New Zealand, especially the kind of fraudulent activity that is happening in markets like India. And the repercussion of that fraudulent activity is that students are coming to New Zealand, and the follow-on effect is that some of them are getting deported back, some of them are not finding employment, some of them are finding employment but are being exploited, so on and so forth. I don't want to paint a bleak picture. There are also a lot of brilliant, fantastic, high quality students coming as well into New Zealand, but there have been certain issues around this particular thing around international students, especially from India, coming to New Zealand. So this was the agenda today of the meeting I've been to, and the first agenda was called the International Student Hot Potato. And it says, in the past year, fraud and other problems dogging the international student market have come to a head, and there has been a good deal of media coverage. Following on from our last Auckland seminar, we now bring together the major players in setting standards in international student education to discuss the current issues. So the people who were speaking today on this particular issue of international students coming to New Zealand, especially from India, and all the kind of resulting problems, there was Steve McGill, who was General Manager, Settlement Protection and Attraction of Immigration New Zealand Department. And there was also Andy Jackson is the manager of immigration policy, but unfortunately he could not make it for the meeting today, and Steve represented him in the meeting. From the New Zealand Qualifications Authority, there was Grant Clinkham, who is the Deputy Chief Executive of Quality Assurance. And as the title suggests, he and his team are responsible for ensuring good quality education is provided. From Education New Zealand, which is the apex body for promoting New Zealand education globally, there was John Gaulter, who is the General Manager for Stakeholders, Communications and Intelligence. Now, he had some very good insights to provide. From the Ministry of Education, there was Emily Febling, who is the Director of the International Division within the Ministry of Education, and she had some very good insights to provide as well. And from the Immigration Advisors Authority was Catherine Albiston, who is the Registrar of the authority, and she, of course, she and the team are responsible for ensuring that immigration advisors are licensed. And as always in every meeting that we have on this topic, one of the questions that we keep asking is whether student advisors who deal with student admissions and visas should also be licensed, so that there is a particular parameters and modicum within which they can work, and there is monitoring. But I believe the government also has to balance the revenue versus the regulation of the industry, because it is a pretty large industry for us here in New Zealand. So I think always striking the balance is very, very important. So, but the point I'm trying to make here is that there are all these senior people and at different levels in the government and different departments who are putting their thoughts together, putting their heads together, and also consulting people like ourselves, which is the NZAMI, which is one of the largest representative bodies for licensed immigration advisors like myself. Today's session, at the end of it, we also had a session from the Labor Inspectorate, which comes and the Employment Relations Authority, which talked about exploitation of international students and how they can be taken care of legally in the event that they are being exploited by employers. So yeah, I think it was a great session. To me, it's a journey to go from Hamilton to Auckland every time there's a session. But I really did not want to miss this one because the work that my company does, which is AJV Services, my team and I think we do practically 100% of our work relates to international students. We are very, very focused on recruiting good quality students and doing the right counseling and doing the right admission and visa processing and doing the right welcome, doing the right support after you come into New Zealand and hoping to hold your hand all the way till you get that coveted residency or PR, as most people like to call it. So, but giving at a very broader level, I think the message that came out very, very clearly is that New Zealand cares. We care about our international students, and I do not want people, especially back in India, thinking, "Oh, I mean, New Zealand is just made international students into a cash cow, and they're just milking them and taking advantage of them and sending them back." I do not think that is true. I look you straight in the eye, and after attending seminars like this and meeting all the senior, stakeholders of the international student movement into New Zealand, I'm very, very convinced personally that this country cares about you as an international student. Do not lose faith in New Zealand because of a few fraudulent agents. More than likely, some of the students who got caught in this were also complicit in that particular thing, although they will deny. I do believe some of the lesser quality students who are trying to enter foreign countries by hook or crook will be in cahoots with unscrupulous agents. But do not let stories and sordid dramas like that put you away from a beautiful country like New Zealand. This is a fantastic, welcoming, amazing, cultural, modern, first world, beautiful landscapes experience. So do not get perturbed by all the media things you hear about international students in New Zealand. That only pertains to low quality agents who work with low quality students. If you are a good quality student who is seeking one of the most fabulous destinations on earth, you will not go wrong in coming to New Zealand. We need young talent. We need young people like you, especially if you're coming into one of our skill shortage areas. We would love to welcome you with a red carpet. And companies like AJV, we also do the full end-to-end service from your country to New Zealand and ensure that your journey is smooth and successful and also loads of fun because we also like to keep you happy while you're here in New Zealand and have a great experience. So that's my message from today's seminar. Don't lose faith in New Zealand because of some stupid people and a few silly students. If you are good, we need you here. So look forward to welcoming you into New Zealand. Please contact my team and myself, and we'll be very, very happy to help you guys and girls to come to New Zealand. Look forward to seeing you here, and hopefully we'll all get together and have some great times together as well. All the very best. Take care.